Hi guys, it's Mrs. Piekarski. We're here with the last chapter of Junie B. Jones and some sneaky peeky spying. This is our last chapter of the book. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed reading it to you guys at home. I only wish we could be all together to read it, but it's still been really fun for me to read this book with you guys. So hopefully we can do some more stuff like this, even though we can't see each other. So this is our last chapter. In chapter 7, Junie B was in the principal's office and she had let it slip that she was spying on her teacher at the grocery store, right? And it didn't seem like principal and her teacher were very happy with her about that. So we're going to see what happens in our last chapter, chapter 8. This is called Grandparents' Day. So it says Mrs. went back to room 9. That's because the bell rang to start kindergarten, of course. Only principal didn't let me go too. He said to stay in my good chair. And then he called Mother on the telephone. And he told her all about the grocery store and also about my sneaky peeky spying. Principal is a squealer. So she's not very happy. The principal told her mom about that. Well, it says after that, Mother said she wanted to talk to me. Only when I said hi, she didn't even say hi back. She said she wasn't very happy with me, Missy, and no more spying means no more spying, and we would talk about this after her work. And then Mother said she never wants to get any more phone calls from principal. Did I understand? Did I? Did I? So that's how her mom was talking. Does she seem very happy? I don't think so. Well, it says, Junie B says, I looked at principal and I said, Mother says not to call her anymore. I don't think that's what Junie B's mom meant when she said that. Do you guys? I think that Miss Junie B. Jones misunderstood. It says, then Mother did a loud groan in the phone. Ugh, right? Like one of those. Have you ever had your parents make a noise like that? Or maybe your brother or sister? Well, it says after Mother did a loud groan in the phone, I don't know why she did that. After that, me and her hanged up, and principal said I could go to room 9, and so I runned there speedy quick. Only too bad for me, 'cause I got there too late to sing my country tizzy thee, sweet land of liver free, which is my favorite flag song. I don't think she got all the words to that one right, but that is a good song. And so I had to just sit down at my table, and that's all. I showed Lucille my Band-Aid. See, my head's not blowed up, I said, very happy. Too bad, said a mean boy named Jim. So she's right. He wasn't being very nice when he said too bad, like he wanted her head to blow up. That's not a nice thing to say. So she's kind of right. But then she does something. I want to see what you guys think about this choice. She says, I made a fist at him, right? We talked about that in an earlier chapter, that that's not a good way to act even when you're upset, is doing something like this at somebody isn't very nice. It says, just then the grandparents came to room 9 for Grandparents' Day. Hey, there's mine, I hollered very excited. Mine is the grandpa with the baldy head. Mine too, said a girl named Charlotte. Me too, said a boy named Ricardo. And then a grandma with blonde hair came in, and she had on long red fingernails and dangly earrings with jewels on them. That's my Nana, said Lucille. I smiled at her. Your Nana looks like a money bags, Lucille, I said. So that's just a name. We've talked about that at school, right? That it's just never a really good idea to call anybody by a name other than their name. But money bags, I think that she's saying that her Nana looks like she has a lot of money, right? Because she's wearing fancy jewels and things like that. I think that's all she meant by it. After that, another grandma came in, and she ran over to that mean Jim that I don't like, and she tried to hug him very tight. So Jim is that boy that said, about her head. That wasn't very nice. And his grandma tried to hug him. It says, only that mean Jim just kept on standing there, and he didn't even hug her back. I tapped on her. I will hug you, I said. And so then me and her hugged real tight. That was nice of her. She made Jim's grandma feel better. And here's the picture of it right there. That was nice. That was nice. she said, oh boy, says, "I don't like your grandson." I said, "Very sweet." That's not the nicest thing to say. Just then, Mrs. clapped her loud hands together. Oh, I can't do it with the book. There. And she made the grandparents sit down in the back of the room, and then the children talked all about what we do in room 9. "It's fun here," said my bestest friend, Grace. "We learn to count and to read and to wash our hands after we go to the bathroom. And we learn recess and snacks and art," said Ricardo. "Art is my favorite," I called out, "only my art didn't get hanged up because I painted a horse, and his head turned out like a big wiener sausage, and so I had to tear it up and stomp on it with my shoes." Then that mean Jim did a cuckoo sign at me. That means like he went, like he thought she was crazy or something. He was just making faces at her. And it was right in front of the whole entire grandparents. "Yeah, only everybody makes mistakes, right, Mrs.? Right? Because on Saturday you kissed a strange man at the grocery store and then you stole a bunch of grapes. And so even teachers make mistakes, right?" Oh boy, do you think Junie B should have said that in front of all of the grandparents, right? So now, not only has she told the principal what she saw at the grocery store, now she's telling everybody in the class and all of their grandparents too. Oh boy. It says Mrs. face went funny, and then her skin turned a reddish color, right? And her voice couldn't say any words. "How come you're not talking, Mrs.?" I hollered out. "Does the dead cat got your tongue?" Just then, Grandma Miller made a loud laugh in the back of the room. So me and Grandma Miller are on the same, because I'm having trouble not laughing too. Then I heard my grandpa laugh, and pretty soon, lots of other grandparents were laughing and laughing. "Hey, it sounds happy in this place," I hollered. After that, Mrs. didn't look so reddish anymore. So has your face ever gotten kind of red when you're embarrassed? It's called blushing, right? So it looks like maybe the teacher, Mrs., was a little bit embarrassed at first, but the grandparents were pretty nice about it, huh? They laughed along with her. It says, then we got out the refreshments, and Grandma Miller helped me put my cookies on a plate. Mrs. made an announcement to room 9, and she said only 2 cookies apiece for the kids, except I ate 4 delicious chocolate ones and nobody even saw me. Only that's not called stealing, that's called extras. After the refreshments, the grandparents had to go home to their houses, and so I hugged my grandma and grandpa very much. And then I hugged that mean Jim's grandma too, and also Lucille's Moneybags Nana. I love your earrings, I said. Then Mrs. saw me being polite, and she smiled very nice at me. Mrs. has nice white teeth. They are just like Grandma Miller's teeth, only hers don't come out, I think. Except I'm not for sure positive. So guess what? I still wish I could hide in her hamper. That's what. And that's the end, right? So that goes all the way back to the cover of our book where she's hiding in the hamper. She still wishes she could spy on her teacher just a little bit more, even with everything that's happened. So, oh boy. Maybe we can read another one of these sometimes. I hope you guys have liked listening to them and have enjoyed them at home as much as I have. And I hope you guys are doing well. And hopefully we'll be able to read some more books sometime soon. So I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you soon. Bye.